Hey, good afternoon or good morning, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live. And today, what Spirit is guiding me to talk to you about as I'm doing my sage, what's going on in the world for 2019. Apparently, this year is a really rough ass for a lot of people. All right. And just to give you a heads up of what we're talking about so that you guys are getting the wisdom that you need to understand here that what's happening on the planet is huge transformation of love energy. Okay, it's on a personal level on our in our souls and as well as in earth world reality. All right, many of you will be noticing many people checking out. Checking out meaning leaving this earth world dimension, going to another dimension. Okay, basically crossing over, passing away, whether they're checking out spiritually, mentally, physically, from sicknesses and stuff. All of this is all part of the grand design of their personal soul and their voyage, as well as in the grand scheme of things with spirit. Okay, because what's happening is the energy on the planet for January, February, March, April, May, June, and throughout the year, different souls at different times, at different vibrations are going to be crossing over, running into huge amounts of crises as they try to acclimate to this energy. Anybody who is not in alignment in the healthiest, best way with love energy that is God, is going to run into lots and lots of crisis time as they're trying to acclimate and or decide that they can't take or handle or adjust to the earth world vibration, and so they're going to cross over. I'm letting you know this so that you're going to so that you can prepare to expect a lot of dramatic changes and surprises this year from January throughout the whole year. January, February, March are really, really strong for this. April, May, June, surprises and abundant and amazing things for the 2019 creation energy year, as well as surprises of unwellnesses, not only just in within ourselves, but with others and other people in our lives and the stuff that we have to deal with. Okay. So, this video is a heads up to let you know so you can see what's going on. You can get and understand, it'll help you deal better with it when we can see it coming than walking, totally blindfold through our lives and not really seeing the God's honest truth here. So Spirit is telling me to tell you guys to expect surprises. Okay, people who you thought were totally fine are going to be becoming really sick with cancers, autoimmune diseases, things like this that are really, really part of their grand plan of their soul's journey, as well as equally the plan of here on earth. So there's going to be a lot of challenges, transformations, and this is all in alignment with earth world reality and love energy that is God, to bring us all to the best place of love within ourselves on our personal journeys, as well as in earth world reality here, to bring the planet, the ascension of the planet to a higher vibration of love energy space. And this is going to keep on acclimating all through time into the future. And 2019 is seriously about that, as well as making your dreams happen. So great surprises and great things happening for you, and great surprises as well as unwellnesses. How you take them and how you deal with them is entirely up to you. That's why going to source, love energy that is God, is always the way to do everything with anything and everything. Now, just to give you some examples of what I'm talking about, because Spirit's giving you a heads up, again, it's always better to know what the fuck is coming, get an idea before you're slammed with it and it's like a 2x4 in the back of your head that you didn't even see coming. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so Spirit is guiding me to tell you all of this stuff to help and assist you. Remember to bring it to source, whatever the crisis, whatever the issue. Okay, to give you an example, people just in our immediate friend circle, soul family alone, between looking at my clients, all my clients, and looking at my personal life and people I know and friends that I know and people whose friends are friends, you're seeing it everywhere. Everywhere meaning people's great things happening for them, as well as the unwellnesses. And this is going to hammer out throughout the whole year. The souls, people meaning the souls that don't want to stay are going to choose to check out. They'll become sick. They'll check out mentally, spiritually, physically. All right, checking out means checking out of their bodies in earth world reality. So they may actually transcend and cross over. They may check out mentally, like become sick with Alzheimer's or dementia or mental illness in some way, shape, or form, and completely lose it, go off the deep end in other ways, because they're literally checking out of this earth world reality within themselves and their soul personal journey and in earth world reality. And it's all part of the grand design, and they choose what it is that is their destiny, their journey. Okay. So this is going to be happening. You're going to see this like in a lot. A lot is the best way I could say. I could say in dozens, but it's going to be a lot, so you're going to see a lot of that. People, cancer happening, getting cancer, serious immune diseases. And it's not like they just all of a sudden came up with that. Sometimes it's been there for a long time, but it is the grand plan with all the energies that are going on here in earth world reality to cross over. So if you don't want to stay in this vibration, these souls can then exit. It is not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if you believe it is bad or unwell. Okay. So that said, this gives you a heads up really about what to expect. Okay. So for example, I know somebody whose mother just found out they opened her up and she's going to have open heart surgery, and they didn't expect that. And then it brings everything of the unwellness of the family to a head. Why? Because they weren't getting along for years. And then everything is related to the open heart surgery. Why wouldn't people get along well? Because they're not in their fucking heart space. So therefore, the mother that had to have what they thought was a simple procedure on her heart, turns out they opened her up and they're like, yeah, she needs more than that. Okay. Because this is the shit that happens. And when you're not in your heart space, it's going to come out in some way, shape, or form in your physical earth world reality, whether it's in her, she is the catalyst for her family in her physical body as to why that is happening. Because these people, when they're fighting, when they're arguing, and they're being shitty within themselves and to others and in that space and as a family, and they're not coming together from love, this is the kind of crises that are going to be happening in earth world reality in 2019, and has always really been this way, but it's going to be happening more and more and more because of the vibrations and the changes here on the planet. And it is a 2019 God year, which is designed to make your dreams happen. You can't have your dreams happen and the things that you ask God for without pulling out the shit that you're not addressing in you, either consciously or subconsciously. So your soul is setting the scene, making it happen for you. And then this is some of the ways that it does happen. Those souls call it in on a soul level for their journey. Okay. And as they do that, this is the reality of what is happening here, and it's to let you know, and it's part of the grand design, and they can choose to cross over or they can choose to stay. They can create miracles and stay or not. Okay. And, so this is to let everybody know what's going on, to give you more examples and more ideas. So that's just some of it. People are going to be getting a lot more DWIs, court cases, crises that way. If you're not dealing with your drinking, your alcohol abuse, your unwell drug addictions, or eating habits, or physical health issues that really need to be addressed, your soul is going to create them to happen for you personally to deal with them. If you don't, the stuff that you're ignoring, the stuff that you're not paying attention to, the stuff that you're not seeing, going to be coming right out of you. So be prepared when it comes up. Nip it in the bud, work with spirit, get on it, get through it, clear, heal, and change it. Ask God for the best solutions. You don't know what they are. Ask that they just happen for you from love in the best way to make you the healthiest best you, to get through whatever the crisis is, because this is really some rough ass times for a lot of people. Okay. So, and to give you some more examples, Spirit was just telling me, all right, this is for everybody. And then what they will do is it will be stuff piled on. So you're going to see people, who have not just one thing, they'll have a DWI, they'll lose their job, they'll lose their house, they have no money, they don't got nothing, because their soul is saying, hey, and it's shaking you up. Your soul creates it on a subconscious level, so you get the message. Because if you don't get the message, you can't change in here, you can't live your greatest life, and your dreams cannot come true. And that's why this is happening. Now, my people, they call me up and they're like, why would this be happening? This is so terrible. Oh my God. But the truth is, your soul called it in. We need a new way to look at it. All right. From love, because your soul came in to experience this, to clear, heal, and change this, so you could live your greatest dreams. Because without these gifts of going through this, okay, we can't get there. And here we go for 2019. Your dreams are happening. Trust source, trust universe, that whatever is happening, no matter how unwell it seems in your earth world reality, it is part of the grand design, the grand plan to make you the greatest you, the most well you that you can be, all right, and have your dreams happen. But you cannot do that if you got all this crap in your soul and stuff on your table. And then people will say, well, why would I have to suffer so much? And da-da-da. You don't have to suffer. You ask God that you're free of suffering. You work with God for everything that bothers you. You work with God for everything you need, or love energy, because it's the same thing. Okay. So this is why we're talking about this, having this video today for crises that are going on, because you're going to see it all over the place in friends and people you know and families, just really rough, difficult times, because it's crossroad time for all. If you want your shit to be manifested and have the greatest fucking life, you got to move forward. And if you're not moving forward, your soul is going to push you to do that. That's an active God year, number 3 year, active God. All right. Huge active God. All right. But you created it. Anything that's going on in your life, you created it for everything that is best for you. Not think about, do your best to realize this, because we all think in earth world reality that this is terrible and this bad shit is happening. And why would this happen? As such a good person and blah, 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 blah. And we go on and on about in our earth world space how these things go on and happen, right? And how could they happen? Because we're thinking of them in earth world reality, not from the highest vibration of love, and we're not taking it to source to understand it. So we can't understand things in here if we're not working from here, all right? And this is crucial for 2019. Trust spirit that what you ask for is happening, and this is why this is happening. And if you can't handle it, ask God to change that, fill you up with love, clear out the unwellness, okay? And work with spirit for everything all the time as much as possible, because there is your sanctuary. There is the kingdom of heaven right here on earth for anything and everything. Truth. Okay. All right. So these are some of the things you're going to notice. You're also going to notice lots of disconnects coming to the surface for 2019. In other words, people you thought had it together all of a sudden do not, and you're going to see a lot of this. Like some people I know are severe alcoholics. They can't see it. They're having disconnects. They're mentally incoherent. You're going to see a lot of mental disorders as well, where, a disruption in communication, and you're going to discover, wow, these people are sick or they're super unwell. And it's like, wow, you didn't see it coming or you didn't know. So, and any of this stuff is the stuff that's going to be happening in all of this stuff. So you just bring it all to source, all to love energy. Okay. Again, so these are all the things that Spirit is flagging me to tell you to take a look at. It's happening in my life. It's happening in everybody's life. I see it all over the board. All right. And how to deal with it is always bring it straight to source or love. All right. So this is today's YouTube for Monday, February 18th. I'm laughing. It's President's Day. I think a president is a great thing, but we're not going to talk about politics today. I think we got enough shit on our plate, don't you? Okay. Have the greatest day. Much love, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's YouTube. All right. Bye-bye.